Transitioning your baby from breast milk or formula to solids can seem like a really daunting process for first-time parents. You need to make sure your baby is actually ready to transition. Their digestive tract really isn't ready until 6 months old to receive solid foods. You want to make sure that your baby can hold his or her head up. Is your baby putting toys in his or her mouth? And the other thing too is your baby curious about food when you eat? For a baby's first food, you want it to be easily digestible, you want it to be nutritious, and keep in mind your baby probably doesn't have a lot of teeth, so it needs to be soft. Some examples: bananas, avocados, sweet potatoes. So the thing we did with Jensen, we started off by giving him just a really small spoonful of avocado. He hated it. But you know what? You keep at it. And by the end of the week, there was progress.
You think about when you started giving your child milk, you didn't know how much to give. The baby's always going to let you know. And with food, it's the same concept. They still have to learn how to chew and enjoy and start building up the amount of quantity.
A lot of parents think that when you make that decision to transition your baby to solid foods, it's immediate.
It was definitely a really slow transition. And that was when I was grateful that, you know, we were doing breast milk and formula, because I knew she was getting her nutrition from somewhere else.
They usually don't really get into a routine of eating mostly solids until well past a year old.
I did baby-led weaning, which is all about like empowering them to eat when they want to eat.
Baby-led weaning is this theory that you don't need to puree everything for your baby.
You just give them like whole bits of food and you sort of put it in front of them, and really as and when they're ready and they're hungry, they just feed themselves.
They can organize their suck and swallow coordination. They know how to swallow. And the most important thing is that we don't start a baby off with only giving them unnatural purees, and then we wonder why they're texture phobes and picky eaters later.
So the biggest piece of advice I can give is just have fun with feeding your baby. Your baby will learn how to eat, every baby does, and don't be afraid to give your baby new foods and expose them to anything and everything. Jensen eats octopus tentacles. Octopus tentacles. I didn't eat an octopus tentacle until I was in my 20s.
Hello Today fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.